If you still think creatine is just about muscle gains, you're missing out on half the story. Most people pop that daily scoop of creatine thinking it's just about getting bigger, lifting heavier, or looking more shredded. But what if I told you that what's happening inside your body is way deeper than that? See, creatine doesn't just fuel your workouts. It's rewiring how your brain functions, how your heart pumps, how your bones stay strong, and even how your metabolism deals with sugar. Every 5G dose is like a silent operator, tweaking systems behind the scenes, making you better, without you even noticing. And the craziest part? Some of these transformations might already be happening inside you, right now, and you have no idea. But here's the catch. Most people either quit creatine too early or never start, all because of outdated myths. Hair loss? Kidney damage? Please. Science has already crushed those fears. But the misinformation still spreads. So today, I'm going to break down the 10 real, science-backed changes that happen in your body when you take 5G of creatine daily. Some of these benefits will blow your mind, and they go way beyond the gym. And just so you don't miss any of the next-level insights coming up. Before we go on, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss any content like this, and you'll help more people discover legit info. 1. Enhanced brain. Function and cognitive protection. Most people think creatine is just for bigger muscles and stronger lifts. But if you're taking 5G every day, the first system that actually gets a serious upgrade is your brain. Yeah, not your biceps, not your chest, your brain. Creatine boosts the energy reserves inside your neurons. It increases phosphocreatine, which helps regenerate ATP, the fuel that powers every mental task. That means more clarity, better focus, and faster decision-making. Ever felt mentally fried halfway through the day? Creatine helps keep your mind sharp and firing under pressure. It's especially noticeable when you're low on sleep, under stress, or trying to juggle complex tasks. Your brain burns through energy like crazy, and creatine makes sure it doesn't crash. It's like giving your thoughts a turbo button. And it's not just theory. Real studies back this up. In research with vegetarians, whose creatine levels are naturally lower, supplementing led to major improvements in memory and problem-solving. But the benefits go beyond diet. Anyone who takes creatine consistently tends to notice better mental performance over time. Even more impressive? Creatine acts like a neuroshield. It helps reduce oxidative stress in the brain, which is one of the main drivers of aging and diseases like Alzheimer's. Think of it like adding armor to your nervous system every single day. You're not just thinking better today, you're protecting your future self. So yeah, creatine isn't just fuel for lifting weights. It's fuel for thinking clearly, reacting faster, and staying sharp for decades to come. And the next change? It destroys one of the biggest fears around creatine. And it's where most people get it totally wrong. 2. Kidney safety in healthy people. One of the first questions people ask when they hear creatine is, doesn't that mess up your kidneys? And honestly, it's a fair concern, especially if all you've ever seen are lab reports showing elevated creatinine levels. But here's the truth. That number doesn't mean what most people think. When you take creatine, your body breaks it down into creatinine, which your kidneys then filter out. So, yeah, your blood work might show a bump in creatinine, but that's not a sign of kidney damage. It's just a natural byproduct of the supplement doing its job. Multiple long-term studies, including ones done with athletes using creatine for years, show zero signs of harm to kidney function in healthy individuals. Key markers like glomerular filtration rate, GFR, urea, and serum creatinine all stay within safe ranges when your kidneys are working properly. The only time you need to be cautious is if you already have a pre-existing kidney condition. In that case, creatine should be used under medical supervision, with regular checkups and proper hydration. Speaking of which, drinking enough water is crucial for everyone on creatine. It helps everything move through your system smoothly. Bottom line, for healthy people, creatine doesn't damage your kidneys. The fear around this comes more from misinterpreted blood tests than from actual science. And while some folks avoid creatine out of worry, others are reaping all the benefits safely. But here's the real kicker. The next change is one of the most desired by anyone who trains. Yet almost no one realizes creatine is behind it. 3. Faster muscle recovery. Let's be real, training hard is only half the game. If your recovery sucks, your results will too. And that's where creatine becomes a cheat code. Taking 5G daily doesn't just help you lift more. It helps your muscles bounce back way faster. Here's how it works. Creatine boosts phosphocreatine inside your muscle cells. That gives you more explosive energy during the workout, but also creates a perfect environment for muscle repair after the session. It's not just about the pump, it's about what happens in the hours that follow. When your cells are loaded with creatine, they draw in more water. And that's not bloating, that's strategic. This cell volumization sends a powerful signal to your body. It's time to grow. It ramps up protein synthesis and kickstarts recovery on a cellular level. But there's more. That extra water also helps shuttle nutrients like amino acids and glucose into the muscle cells faster, while clearing out waste products that cause soreness. Translation? Less pain the next day, more energy to train again, and way smoother progress week after week. Creatine becomes your recovery insurance. Instead of dragging through your next workout sore and drained, you come back fresher, stronger, and ready to push harder. And once you get into that rhythm, train hard, recover fast, repeat. Your gains start compounding like crazy. But recovery isn't the only thing getting stronger, because the next change happens deeper in your body, where most people aren't even looking. 4. Stronger, denser bones. Most people think creatine is all about muscle. But what if I told you it also helps your bones? Yup. Your skeleton isn't just holding up your gains, it's quietly getting stronger too. And creatine plays a sneaky but powerful role in that. It starts with muscle strength. The stronger you get, the more load you put on your bones during training. And guess what? That stress forces your bones to adapt by increasing their density. But here's the twist. Creatine helps amplify that entire process by making you train harder and recover better. But it's not just indirect. Research shows creatine might directly influence bone remodeling at the cellular level. In studies with postmenopausal women who are at high risk for osteoporosis, those who took creatine with resistance training gained way more bone density than those who trained without it. And this isn't just for older folks. Athletes who put their bones under constant stress, runners, lifters, fighters, all benefit from having denser bones. It means fewer stress fractures, more resilience, and better long-term durability. Creatine isn't just helping you perform, it's making sure your frame can handle the load. So while you're thinking about strength on the outside, there's real reinforcement happening on the inside, and you probably never even noticed. But we're just getting started. Because the next change? It flips the script on how creatine affects your metabolism, and it might just help prevent serious health issues down the line. 5. Improved blood sugar control. Here's something most people never see coming. Creatine actually helps manage your blood sugar. Sounds weird for a muscle supplement, right? But it's true, and the science behind it is solid. When you supplement creatine daily, your body increases the number of glucose transporters inside your muscle cells. That means more sugar gets pulled out of your bloodstream and used as energy, or stored as glycogen. The result? Lower blood sugar levels and better insulin sensitivity. In plain terms, your body becomes more efficient at handling carbs. And that's a huge win, especially if you've got a family history of diabetes or just want to keep your metabolism razor sharp as you age. One study showed up to a 23% increase in insulin sensitivity when creatine was combined with resistance training. That's not a small boost. It's a major upgrade in how your body processes fuel. For people with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, the effects can be even more dramatic. So yeah, creatine isn't just about lifting more. It's working in the background, fine-tuning how your entire metabolic engine runs. And that matters, because when your blood sugar is stable, your energy, focus, and recovery all go through the roof. And if that surprised you, wait till you see how creatine helps fight one of the biggest threats to your strength as you age. 6. Fighting age-related muscle loss. Sarcopenia. As you get older, your muscle mass naturally starts to decline. It's called sarcopenia. And it doesn't just affect your appearance, it impacts your strength, balance, and even independence. But here's the good news. Creatine can slow that process down. Big time. Studies show that older adults who take creatine daily, especially when paired with strength training, preserve more muscle, gain more strength, and move better. Some even triple their results compared to those who train without it. It's like turning back the clock, one scoop at a time. But it's not just about building more muscle. Creatine helps your mitochondria, your cell's energy factories, work more efficiently. And that's key, because as we age, our energy production drops. Creatine helps restore that power, keeping you active, mobile, and strong. Think about it. Climbing stairs, carrying groceries, getting up from the floor. These are everyday things that become harder with age. But with more muscle mass and better energy output, you stay capable, independent, in control. One simple habit, 5G a day, could mean the difference between needing help and being unstoppable in your later years. And that's something most people don't even think about. But not everyone has a smooth ride when they start creatine. And that's exactly what we need to tackle next. 7. Possible digestive discomfort and how to avoid it. Let's keep it real. For some people, creatine can cause a bit of stomach drama in the beginning. We're talking bloating, gas, or maybe even a quick trip to the bathroom. But here's the thing. It's usually temporary and totally avoidable if you play it smart. Most of this discomfort comes down to absorption. When creatine doesn't fully absorb in your small intestine, it pulls water into your gut, which can mess with your digestion. But your body usually adapts within a few days or weeks, especially if you stay consistent. To make things smoother from day one, take creatine with food. Ideally, something with carbs. Carbs trigger insulin, and insulin helps push creatine into your muscle cells faster. That means less hanging around in your stomach and way fewer chances of gut issues. Another golden rule: hydrate like a beast. Creatine works better when your cells are fully loaded with water. More hydration, chalan, better absorption, chalans, less stress on your system. Now, if discomfort sticks around even after adjusting your timing and hydration, try reducing the dose or switching to a micronized version. It dissolves easier and tends to be gentler on the stomach. Bottom line? Don't quit just because of a little bloating. Most people are just a few tweaks away from feeling 100% fine. And once that's handled, you're ready for one of the most underrated and most important benefits of creatine: your heart. 8. Heart health support. Here's a fact most people forget. Your heart is a muscle too, and it needs constant, high-powered energy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to keep you alive. That's where creatine steps in as a low-key ally for cardiovascular health. Creatine acts like a rapid response energy reserve. It helps your heart maintain strong, efficient contractions, especially during times of stress, intense exercise, or low oxygen. In other words, it gives your heart an energy backup plan when it needs it most. Research also shows that creatine may lower levels of homocysteine, a compound linked to heart disease risk. High homocysteine can damage arteries and increase clot risk. By keeping this marker in check, creatine offers a surprising level of cardiovascular protection. There's even evidence that creatine supports healthy blood vessel function, improving how well your arteries expand and contract. That can help regulate blood pressure and improve overall circulation. It's not a replacement for medication, but it's a powerful layer of support when combined with an active, healthy lifestyle. So yeah, the same creatine helping you in the gym might also be guarding your heart, quietly, consistently, and with science on its side. And speaking of protection, the next change is all about shielding your body from cellular damage. This one's seriously underrated. 9. Reduced oxidative stress. Every intense workout creates something called oxidative stress, a buildup of free radicals that can damage your cells if they're not kept in check. It's a natural part of training, but too much of it can mess with your recovery, speed up aging, and even cause long-term harm. That's where creatine steps in with another quiet superpower. Creatine acts like an internal buffer, helping regulate the energy systems in your cells so they don't go into overdrive. That reduces the excessive production of free radicals during stress, whether physical or mental. It's like creatine keeps your internal engine from overheating when you're pushing your limits. What's wild is that it does this without blunting your progress. Some antioxidants can interfere with training adaptations, but creatine doesn't. It protects your cells while still letting your body respond, grow, and get stronger. Studies show that athletes who supplement creatine have lower levels of inflammatory markers and oxidative damage after intense training sessions. And the benefits don't stop at muscle tissue. Your brain, one of the most energy-demanding organs in your body, also benefits big from this cellular protection. Less damage, better recovery, healthier aging. And the best part? You don't feel it happening, but it's there, working silently every time you train, work, or face a high-stress moment. Now let's wrap this list with a benefit that hits different for anyone on a plant-based diet. 10. Optimized nutrition for vegetarians and vegans. If you follow a plant-based diet, this might be the most important benefit of all. Creatine is found naturally in animal products, like red meat and fish. So if you don't eat those, your body's creatine levels are probably lower than average. That's where daily supplementation becomes a game changer. Studies show that vegetarians and vegans respond even better to creatine. Why? Because they start with lower baseline levels. So the jump in performance, cognition, and strength is way more noticeable. We're talking significant boosts in muscle power, lean mass, and recovery speed. But it's not just physical. Research from Oxford University showed that vegetarians supplementing with creatine improved their memory, reasoning, and IQ test scores more than meat eaters. That's real cognitive enhancement, backed by science. So if you're training hard on a plant-based diet and not using creatine, you're leaving serious results on the table. This one supplement fills a real nutritional gap. safely, affordably, and effectively. And the best part? You don't have to change your diet, just add 5 grams a day, and your body does the rest. But there's one last warning. Even with all these benefits, most people mess it up by taking creatine the wrong way or stopping before the results kick in. So now you know, creatine is way more than just a muscle supplement. It boosts brain function, protects your heart, strengthens your bones, improves recovery, sharpens your metabolism, and even defends your cells from aging. All of that from one daily scoop. Most people just see the gains in the mirror. But the real power of creatine? It's what's happening under the surface. Quiet shifts that over time can change how you think, move, perform, and age. And yet, there are still people scared to take it. Stuck on outdated myths. Or worse, they start and quit too early, missing every single benefit we talked about. Not because creatine doesn't work, but because they never used it right. So, here's the move. Do it smart. Stay consistent. Hydrate. Take your 5 grams a day and let your body show you what it's really capable of. If this video helped you in any way, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. It takes 2 seconds, and it means the world to us. And if you want a clean, high-quality creatine that actually delivers results, I dropped the link in the pinned comment. Don't waste time or money on trash products. Get the right one and make every scoop count. Now let me ask you this. Are you already using creatine? Or did this video change your mind about it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading and replying to as many as I can.